Ford
Cool.
Pinto.
Ford Pinto.
God
Ford
Pinto.
Pinto.
God Emperor Pinto. This guy
God,
just
Emperor.
threw a fucking speaker off his 20-story balcony.
I like how
It's
this
just
is
hit an old
starting,
lady.
just
That's pretty
continuing
cool.
on the topic of the Ford Pinto with no context for like
With
how
no
scary
introduction.
teenagers. Yeah, we were talking about how scary teenagers are, and Chile's like, oh my god, they're gonna run us over with their Ford Pintos.
All of them, dude. They're gonna be in a V formation and they're gonna hunt us down.
Why the
Can I
fuck
just-
is this Chihuahua just gnawing on this old
They've
guy's
studied
hip?
the geese in the sky, and they're like, we could effectively eliminate all the old people.
The Pintos flew up into the sky and began to dive bomb.
Wait a second. I can set things on fire.
Oh god.
Can you provide context for that, please?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna boot up Cyberpunk and just gonna make commentary on it as we're going
Oh,
along here.
that's good content. Yeah, a gameplay video
that's
without the
awful.
gameplay.
That's awful, Baron. Don't.
A wheelbarrow.
No,
of bloody
let's get
guts.
back on track. Okay, we're gonna edit this out.
Oh no, nothing's getting edited out, Matt. This
No,
is
this
literally
is-
so I can slap it up.
Language, child.
Yeah, I'm a
That's not a
lazy
child.
son
He's
of a
grown
gun.
fucking man.
I've been so.
Hello, viewers. We are very disorganized.
It's like almost 4 in the morning for me.
It's 5 in the
Yes.
morning for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. It doesn't feel that late. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock last night because I was a sleepy boy, and I thought, I kind of have like a 26 hour sleep cycle, so it tends to drift over time if I'm left to my own devices, right?
Yeah.
And so I figured, I'll just let that happen naturally,
There's
so it gets
no
to a
way,
more
mate.
natural thing. So I'm not waking up at like 6:30 in the morning. But now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still awake, and I'm having a bit of a crisis.
There is no fucking way. Cyberpunk just failed to start for me.
Maybe it's a
Well,
sign you
you
should
know
update your
what?
drivers. Update your drivers.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay,
always
uh,
update your
update your
drivers.
give me the thing. An error occurred while trying to copy a file. There's not enough space on the disk. That is.
Yep.
Click to retry or try again.
Got too much porn.
No, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
I freaking installed it on my data drive, which still has like more than 8. It has still over a terabyte left on it. Almost 2 terabytes.
Gotta
left
dump your
on it.
ROM.
Okay, where do I update my drivers? Okay, viewers, you're gonna listen to me.
You're gonna make a real-time tutorial about how to update your drivers as you yourself learn how to update your drivers to play Cyberpunk 77 in the middle of a video.
Okay, people. First, the one thing I do know is that you need to go and find your device manager. And by the way, this is for PC, not Apple. If you own an Apple, you're a cuck.
Enthralling.
God damn, you're already driving away.
Yeah, half of our demographic just left.
And
I
now
looked at the
you're
YouTube
gonna go
demographics. They told us
to-
that.
Yeah, according to
told us
YouTube
that they all use
demographics, 90% of the people who watch this video don't even like me.
They fucking hate.
And now we're gonna I'm just gonna look up why won't
Chili's gone.
won't Cyberpunk start?
Oh my god, you're gonna get like a list of so many results. You should look up something more specific, like one of the million things we looked up earlier tonight.
Like the error you got.
Like
Okay,
just go to scary.com. Same
That's a good
experience.
idea. Wow.
Yeah.
You can stream it if you want. I'm like looking at the channel. Just go to scary.com.
I don't want to go to scary.com. It's spooky.
Well, yeah, it's in the name, dummy.
Okay.
That was good.
Start because no Qt platform plugin could be initialized. Reinstalling the application may fix this process. It took 2 hours for this thing. I'm not going to.
Sucks to suck.
Matt, did you have the same problem?
I didn't have any boot issues. Have you updated any drivers?
Let me go see if I just need to update something, and then it's probably going to be like a minute or two, and then I'm checking for updates right now.
This is what the Pale Palace gets up to at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, did you expect us to go like wild and fucking crazy?
Yeah,
and be
no,
so
we are
obnoxious and crazy? No,
GG
we're
Allen.
fucking
We are not.
Yeah, no, everything's like
we're tired
updated.
and
I
angry.
don't know. Okay,
We're
I'm gonna
a
have to
bunch
go
of
into my
old men.
files and see what
We
happened.
I
are.
really am like my girlfriend's friends. They want to go and like smoke weed in the car all the time. Like, go do fucking stupid dumb crackhead shit. Like, do drugs
Stupid
like
dumb
in
crackhead
stupid
shit.
fucking ways. And I just feel like Larry David most of the time. And I'm
I
just like,
feel
I don't want to
it's
fucking
oddly
do that,
specific.
you cunt. Like, stop inconveniencing me because you're a crackhead. Fuck you. Fuck off, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
understand completely if I had
I
friends.
look at the life that I could be living in a retirement home like shit. I get put in a room in front of a television and left alone, except when it's time to feed me and wipe my ass. Yes,
And
please.
you get put.
Oh, why is it installing on that? No. Ignore. Oh, it's installing on my C drive. That's why.
Oh, that's
No.
not a good idea.
Yeah,
Well,
why is the
for
me, it
default the
would be.
smaller, more critical drive?
Okay, I need to
I
go to
didn't
my
even know I
settings.
had like a nearly like 940 megabyte fucking like D drive until I had already filled up my C drive and my computer started throwing up error
How do I
messages.
change that?
It got so bad
Downloads.
that like I couldn't even watch YouTube videos because Chrome or like Firefox kept crashing. Like, whoops, you ran out of memory. We can't run this tab anymore, bucko. Get good.
They did that to my fucking pornographic games, I would be so pissed.
You know, you should describe them in detail.
No.
Wait, did it? Oh, it fucking. Did it download to C drive? I thought I specified it downloading to D drive. Fucking Christ. Okay. So I may need to switch all the project. I may need to switch files from.
We should do this more often. This would be a super easy series to do.
Yeah,
And plus,
it
it's like
would.
such a sleepy vibe that people could just binge these when they go to
Oh
bed.
my god,
Yeah,
we should
no.
totally like find like fireplace sound effects and just like put it in the background.
Yeah, like every
should put, like-
episode has like dedicated ambience.
We should like put Christmas music, not Christmas music necessarily, but like very like sleepy, chimey,
Sort of
you know,
jingle
music
bells.
boxy type.
Users, Jackson app data.
You
Yeah,
just doxed yourself.
Good
Yeah, I said,
job.
oh fuck.
yeah, you put your full
Did
name
I
out on
type
the internet. Do
in?
you know what they do with your full name on the internet? They look you up and see your high school records.
That's scary, dude.
I sure
That
hope
is
you were a
kinda
good boy.
scary.
Yeah, here's hoping, Buster.
Fuck. Why
If
is
you
it
are
just-
if you are a naughty little ninny, oh, they're gonna get you.
That they
I'm so
will.
confused. Okay, what the fuck is this? It's a
That's called a permanent record.
Yeah, that is permanent. Have you ever been to prison, Baron? Your cellmate reads your
No.
permanent record, and if they don't like it, they stab you.
Yeah.
That's
They
kinda
search your
crazy.
cavities for drugs, any of them.
Okay, I'm gonna have to like, cause I don't want to have to move over the whole fucking like thing. I'm gonna like try
Okay, okay, Baron.
try
There's an easy fix for this.
to.
What you gotta do, and I mean it's a hardware fix. It's not a software fix. Okay. You have to open up your computer is like a dedicated PC. It like has a tower, right? Or is
Yeah,
it like
it has
a laptop?
tower.
Okay,
It has a tower.
you're gonna need to open up that tower. You're going to need to take your 2 drives and then have them swap places. You just switch them. So that everything on the C drive will be on the D drive now.
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm a scientist. You can trust me.
I'm a scientist. Trust me, Barrett.
Manage properties.
What? What the fuck? Are we playing Monopoly now?
I trust a man who tells me that he's a scientist.
Uh,
I mean,
did you know you
he
can
is the
Updates local
you can
files.
burn fat by Eating schmoozeberries.
Move install folder.
What's
That does sound pretty true.
What's a schmoozeberry? Well, it's this white rock that I invented. Kinda tastes like aspirin.
You made the schmoozeberry?
Yeah, it's a schmoozeberry.
Okay, I need
Invented
to
by Jonathan Schmooze.
Oh, dude, I love the
Settings.
schmoozeberry.
library.
Why, thank you. It's my favorite product. I developed the schmoozeberry in a lab, and you eat it, and it burns fat. Also gives you liver disease.
Can I give you a fucking stale chocolate bar for a schmoozeberry?
Sure.
Awesome.
Only if you throw in like an old pixie stick. I want really old pixie stick, like from 1997.
Damn, I don't have a pixie stick that ancient.
Okay,
Do you
so
think a pixie
apparently-
stick could last that long?
I don't know if pixie sticks can. Oh shit! I don't know if they can last that long.
One time I found a pixie stick on like the floor of my bus, and clearly it had been there a while. It had like accrued a layer of grime. But my little like third grader brain was like, ah, fuck it. And
You
you
ate
know,
it?
I survived.
Yeah, I mean, pixie stick is probably one of the more. Is probably a pretty survivable candy.
Yeah,
I
I
can't-
would entirely subsist my diet on pixie sticks in the event of nuclear apocalypse.
Dude, what if they actually made like pixie sticks with like little dust of like protein and whatever shit you need? So
Actually, that's really smart. You know what's cool about the Pail of Pals is that if you take any entrepreneurship idea, you will make money off of it. I need you to start. We will get you hooked up with the people you need to talk to get that to happen.
good.
Join the Pail of Pals.
I-
Link in the description down below.
I am still down for like the dystopian future food goo.
Okay, I'm just gonna uninstall it and
I'm
then
still down for that as
reinstall
long
it.
as it like tastes all right. If it gives me all the nutrients I need, I'll
Yeah,
down that in a
The
minute.
blocks of food are definitely something I like. You know, they're kind of tofu-y. They taste like
Yeah.
lemon.
Like fucking the packed cube food from Kenshi. Or
You know,
something.
It's
they're
gonna
kinda
take 5
spongy
hours
and
for Cyberpunk to install.
They smell like drain cleaner.
Yeah, taste tea. Taste tea
You
was
can-
the name
you
of
can
a
crush
very
them up.
infamous chef.
You can crush them up into a powder and put it in boiling water to make like a medicinal nutrition soup.
That sounds kind of
That's awesome. What are you talking? Oh, and it's the kind of soup that people don't look at you like a psychopath if you put it in a thermos and just drink it.
Yeah, it's
like
like
tomato
it's like mug soup.
Yeah.
In all my years, I've never heard of mug soup.
Okay, let's define a mug soup real quick. It's a soup that can be drank from a mug. What's a good example of a mug soup?
I think
Manchurian.
I think it kind of just depends on
It-
how
it has to
psychotic
be-
you're willing to go.
I mean, you could do cream of shrimp mug soup if you're desperate.
You could.
By the way, I love cream of mushroom soup. I love shrimp, but weirdly enough, those two don't mix. I don't like cream of shrimp soup.
I've never heard of cream of shrimp soup.
Well, the first time I encountered cream of shrimp soup, I drank it in concentrate straight from the can.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Do you have a
are
meth addiction?
disgusting.
Okay. That's the
Okay,
most
that's-
psychotic thing Matt's ever heard.
I
Honestly-
probably shouldn't tell you about the pomegranate juice incident either then, huh?
Ooh.
Because let me tell you, concentrated pomegranate juice just tastes like normal pomegranate juice. Like, there's no difference. So I was unaware that I was drinking concentrated pomegranate juice, and I got so violently ill after I drank it, and it was like a big bottle too. So I just kept going at it for a few days, and every time I would get sick, and I wouldn't ever know why. I just thought, maybe I got some kind of stomach bug, and then you drink more pomegranate juice, because I thought, that'll make it better. It's pomegranate juice. It's healthy, right?
Uh-huh.
I guess to a certain degree, it's
Well,
juice from the pomegranate.
Anyways,
pomegranate
that's
fruit
how I have a
light.
stomach ulcer about the size of a quarter.
That's kind of cool. I'm down to clown with that.
Yeah, you
Right
want
now,
to come
major
poke my
goal.
tummy, and you can feel whatever I just had for lunch.
That'd be fucking awesome.
You
I
can-
wish I had a girlfriend who had a transparent tummy so I could look at what
A
she ate.
transparent. I would love that. A girl with a transparent tummy. That'd be so
I would
funny.
prefer my girlfriend to have like one of those NASA like glove attachments that are like built into the wall that they use to like handle moon rocks, so I could get in there and just go like.
That would be pretty wicked.
That would be okay. I'm gonna try to write my Japanese pen pal that I was
What do
assigned.
you think that would feel like to have somebody in a gloved vinyl hand sloshing around in what was
I would
your
hate that. That sounds like body horror.
That-
street
That's
taco
either
combo.
That is either body horror, scary, get me out of this life, or it is very tickly.
I
It's
bet
one of
for
those.
some
No in
people
between.
it would be like very gratifying, not in like a weird sexual kind of way, but in just like this feels kind of nice. I feel
Oh my
like
God.
it's like yoga, but for the liquids inside your body instead of your bones.
I mean, I
Here's
imagine
the
that's what
thing,
people who
is
like
that there are
getting fisted
nerves
feel like.
all over the place, and you're touching nerves bare in there, so it's gonna hurt
No, they're
because
protected.
there's
No,
there's
it's
no
protected.
protection.
No, it's
I-
protected by the big skin glove.
Well, yeah, there's a big skin glove, but also just because you're touching nerves doesn't mean it would like hurt. It would just be like a really intense feeling, like you would notice every slight change in the contents of your stomach.
Hey, Matt, this is kind of a side gig, but so I signed up for like this pen pal program at my university, well, specifically for the Japanese program, and so my pen pal finally emails me at like 9:30 p.m. because it's like what, like midday over there in like Japan. And I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know how to respond to him because he responds to me like really well. And I'm
Just send him like a link to the Anarchist's cookbook.
I can
want
find you one.
Kane, if you're gonna get me anything for Christmas, I want the Anarchist's cookbook
Why?
Just
It's full
that-
of inaccurate garbage.
because I want to have that. I think
Okay,
I'm being a bit too loud.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
I freaking hate my dad, bro.
Does it? I don't even think you can get a physical copy of the Anarchist Cookbook. I don't
You
think
can't.
that's possible. It's like a purely online deal.
I would have to print one out for you, and I think that's illegal.
Actually, yeah, I think that is illegal.
I can buy it on Amazon for $30.
That's
Okay,
a scam.
well, I mean, that is true.
Get it from
Also,
Barnes &
the
Noble.
wonders of capitalism know no bounds.
Yeah, you can learn how to blow up your fellow man for the low price of $30.
Yeah, for the right price, you
know,
can get
it's-
anything.
It's a physical copy. Perhaps the most notorious how-to manual on the market. This is the most asked. Yeah, well, it's been imprinting since 1971.
You're gonna get a box in the mail, and it's gonna feel kind of heavy. You're gonna think, okay, this sure feels like a thick book, but when you go to open the box, out jumps a cop. You've been arrested, Baron.
Jumps a
There's
whole
one
cop.
thing that-
Dude.
Okay, but like, how does this sound so far? Like, back onto like the Japanese pen pal thing. Konnichiwa, hajimemashite.
I don't
watashi wa-
speak this
Yeah.
language, Baron. Why are you asking me for
Y-
help?
yeah, we
I don't-
can't proofread this in Japanese.
How to say whether? Well, Matt can proofread.
Tell
I,
them strange and bewildering stories about America.
Say
Yeah.
America is like full of like
Say
Tinker toys.
like Walt Disney knocked on your door and started firing lasers at your family for not being subscribed to Disney Plus.
We are subscribed to Disney Plus though.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
but your
doesn't matter.
Japanese
The
friend
fucking
doesn't know
weather-
that.
Say America is filled with the fucking Tinker toys from Spy Kids 3D.
Baron, can I just point out how that was your problem with that scenario? Not the fact that Walt Disney himself came to your door and started firing lasers at your family. It's just that, oh, but I actually am subscribed to Google Plus.
Here's
Fucking
the
Disney
thing,
Plus.
though, is that I know that Walt Disney is alive. I have seen the shorts from
He
Robot
is.
Chicken about him trying to eat little Cuban kids.
Those are factual.
You know, if you cite Robot Chicken on any scholarly paper, you immediately graduate with an A average.
It's
wish
true,
that was
it's
so
true.
I should have tried that. I was too scared to. I didn't believe the rumors, but
Yeah,
my
I
friend
mean,
did
the
it, and he
rumors were
fucking-
kind of true. I mean, the
Cool.
first kid to ever find that out grew up to be Stephen Hawking. So,
yeah, dude.
I mean, believe what you will, but I would trust Stephen Hawking when it comes to Robot Chicken. I
Me
feel
too.
I feel like he has a good opinion about that kind of thing. He actually used to be a movie critic, didn't he? Before he
I don't
became a
remember.
scientist.
Before he became a dad.
Like, he was passionate about movie criticism, but then people were like, "Oh my God, he's got a really big brain. We gotta."
I thought you were about to say tits.
Tits, we gotta harness this power for
Oh
ourselves.
God, this paralyzed man is gigantic.
Stephen
tits.
Hawking, rest his soul, but he has some huge badonkers.
Like, god damn!
Holy shit, Stephen! Oh my God!
You needed fucking bungee cords in his bra straps.
Jesus Christ! Love that though.
What the fuck?
Rest
Only
in
plays
peace.
game theory? Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, what? Is this an
Baron,
Oni Plays video about
reading-
game theory, vice versa, or
Baron.
perhaps a collab?
You're reading your fucking Google Chrome tabs.
Listen.
Now you
I
have to
just
read
wanna-
all of them. What are all of your
I just-
open
I
tabs
just-
right now?
I see
the
lab grown.
You're not allowed to close any. You're not allowed to omit any. What are all of the tabs you're tabbed
I
into
just
right
said
now?
both of them. There's only 2 of them. It's just the Anarchist Cookbook on Amazon and YouTube.
I need you to look up pictures of taco burgers and stream it.
This is good visual content for an audio program.
Yeah, I mean, anything to get you to look back at the screen, right? Look up pictures of
Yeah.
taco burgers.
Okay, give me a second.
Come
Kane.
on, Baron, we're filling dead air.
Kane.
Yes, that's me.
What would you do if you walked out into your driveway and you saw 2 parts of the driveway texture were overlapping and they kept like flickering depending on where you were looking at it from? And you look a bit closer to your garage and there's like a part that's untextured and you can just see through the world.
Are you saying my entire life has been in the Source engine this whole time?
Yes.
The Matrix would be so
I
much
f-
easier
I
to
feel
beat
like-
if it was in the Source engine.
I feel like out of all of the alternatives my life could have gone, if that is within the realm of possibility, I don't think that would be the worst option.
Can you imagine bee hopping in real life everywhere you go?
That would be so fucking cool. I'd love
You
that.
break your legs every fucking time.
That's not the part I like, but
Yeah, you would hear your bones cracking, but also that would theoretically make a medigun possible.
it would.
Did you... The
Hey,
voice
someone
actor
new just
for
joined.
Medic, TF2, released a test video.
Of him
Dead
washing
Valve
his hands, I saw
made.
it.
No, not of him washing his hands.
That is a video that exists.
Okay, well, perhaps so, but I'm talking about the video he released of what the old Meet the Medic short was supposed to look like, and then he added, he wrote his own. I don't know if there was already a script on it, or if he ad-libbed the lines, but he voiced the medic in this unfinished Meet the Medic short.
Oh,
Yeah, I have seen that.
Kane, don't get angry at me. Please. I just said welcome, Blue, and then they just left.
You ruined that guy. I'm gonna go shut my window and turn on my heater because I'm cold.
I've had my heater on for 3 days straight, and I'm surprised it hasn't burned a hole.
Discarded underwear on my nightstand.
Joker, Gypsy, Crusade, Trolls, 2 Blondies.
All right. So
I just realized I've been talking for the last few seconds with my microphone muted. I
yeah.
was filling dead air, and none of that happened. Anyways, Baron, good job. I hate you now. You're my second least favorite mod.
We-
I thought I was your partner in fucking crime since day fucking.
Well, yeah,
not
but
day
now I
one,
don't
that was
appreciate
him.
criminals in
But,
my
like-
Discord server.
Who's the first least favorite mod?
Oh god, I gotta close this.
Oh,
screen
we
now.
can't say that. We can't say
Can't-
that.
can't say that.
It's
But
Guys, what should I rate this stream?
it's
It's
bedauble,
fucking
dude.
awful.
Oh,
this is great.
too late.
This is excellent.
Too late.
I can't get it's so late. I can't even get my fucking Frieza combos on. Butters.
I have no idea what you just said.
Me either.
Fighting game, fucking jargon, fucking stinkles, fucking dangle.
He's fighting dragons. He's fighting.
He's fighting his
stinkles,
inner
he's fighting
demons.
fucking things. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna stream illegal.
Come out, dangle, man, dangle.
Let's find ISIS
He's
behind.
fighting.
Yeah,
blue
just
power.
just stream ISIS videos onto our public only Discord, onto our only public YouTube channel. That's a great idea, Baron. I think that'll go over swimmingly, and nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Me too. This is good.
Oni
like this.
NG Gangnam Style. Okay, this is actually kind of epic.
Okay,
What
what?
Baron!
No,
Oh my
no.
god!
No, wait, no. Actually, sub to this guy because I fucking love this guy's animation style. It's really good.
Oh my god! I accidentally I accidentally stopped recording, so now I'm gonna have to put these two clips together, which allows me to edit Gangnam Style out.
Is he coming out all right?
No, no, Baron, turn it off! Turn it off! We're gonna get copyright stricken.
You're gonna get copyright stricken.
Baron, it's all of our channels.
Hey, I have 2 backups.
Leave YouTube.
Welcome to
Leave
Bottom
YouTube.
Gear.
Leave
Today,
YouTube.
Richard
Leave
Nixon
YouTube.
Is
This is I like this
Leave
brainwash
YouTube.
program. This is on par with the fucking glorified week.
welcome
Hey.
to.
Oh, hey,
welcome to
Tree
the
Frog.
AM
It's
podcast.
5 in the morning. Why are you all
Yeah,
awake?
go the fuck to bed.
Hey,
Jesus Christ,
you're on
Tree Frog,
YouTube now,
what's up?
Tree Frog. We're making a podcast. Hi.
Yeah, he was retired.
Ah,
Very deprived of sleep podcast, casting the pod over me.
you know that's how it do be sometimes.
Listen.
You know, I used to be addicted to lack of sleep. Because it's drunken like effects.
Tree frog.
Made me feel
Tree frog.
free.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I just get a headache having it.
We desperately need content, so we're trying to get anything out.
But
We
every
are in the
time,
middle of a fucking valley drought.
every time we
this.
try and fucking make something, Baron keeps playing Gangnam Style. And every time that happens, we have to scrap it.
Tree frog,
Have you
stay
tried
fucking-
the
Stay
old
funny.
Hey, should I
Gadon
start-
thing?
Kane, should I start streaming Big Penny?
I told you to stream pictures of taco burgers, and you took that as a creative liberty.
I did
Taco
stream.
burgers?
I did stream taco burgers though.
He did stream taco burgers.
Yeah, but it's like but you took that further. It's like if I work at the DMV, right? And you come up to me, Baron of BS, and you would say, "Hi, my name is Baron of BS. I'd like to take my driver's license test." And I'd say, "Okay, get in the fucking car." And you pass
start
your test.
juggling.
You pass your test, and you get a license to drive. And all of a sudden, you walked up to the airport, stole a plane, and careened it into the ocean.
Here's the thing:
Is
that I
this-
couldn't
is this
plan
usable?
on- I would have to drive for quite a while.
Some of it is
Okay.
salvageable, except for the part where Jackson doxed himself.
No, we're gonna keep that in. It's repentance. Punishment.
Oh, good.
Let's
Good.
listen to Hammercookie dies again.
Baron,
You died?
Yeah,
He did die.
yeah.
Again.
It's
I'm so proud of you. That's
it took a big step,
My
but I
boy.
really think my art was headed in that
Yeah.
direction, and so I made Hammercookie dies again.
How to protect your trolley from ISIS.
How to protect your trolley from the trolley problem.
Baron underscore of underscore BS. I'm going
What
to
a-
edit I'm going to edit a video in my upcoming series, and I'm going to send it to you, and then you do the commentary for it after you've never
Okay.
seen it in your life.
Yeah, you gotta ad-lib the commentary as if you made the video.
And if you don't sound like you know what's going on, you don't know what you're doing, you have to redo it. I will not have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although, in all seriousness, I think that would be a pretty funny idea. Just him going,
That would be It's in the
over
part
like
where I just
speedrun
tried to,
footage, and
take the garbage.
so I think, okay, nope, I'm going through the wall. Okay, yep, this is intentional.
What the fuck? Yeah, that was me. I did that.
Yep,
That's pretty
yep.
cool.
I meant to kill that old lady. Yep.
What was the game that was like in black and white and like you climb on like broken bridges with a child in your backpack and like you shoot a fucking
There's a lot of games like that.
Oh, Paper
Death
Mario.
Stranding?
Paper Mario.
No. It's some stupid shitty game and you shoot an old lady in the face.
Oh, Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door.
It's not that one. Hold on, I gotta look
Super
up.
Paper Mario?
Hold on, let me search Granny's gun.
Sticker Star?
My-
Don't tell me it's Sticker
my-
Star.
I can't find it.
It's
I'm
not.
finding
It's not.
Aerosmith.
It's not Death Stranding.
It's not Death Stranding.
If you tell me it's Origami King, I'm gonna kick your ass.
No,
I'm
it's-
gonna kick your ass.
Why the fuck did I just type in Dark Souls when I'm looking for Granny's Got a Gun or whatever the fuck the game is called?
Is it just... I mean, there's the Granny game where you,
It's
like,
called-
go to Grandma's house and she's like, haha, just kidding, I'm a killer and your parents didn't know this whole time even though I raised them. I'm gonna get you now.
That's a good horror game. We should develop that. And the game is called I Am Alive. And it sucked.
You go to grandma's, but it turns out she's not a serial killer. She's verbally abusive.
That would
That's sad.
suck.
She has, like, dementia and calls you racial slurs.
Oh my god, awful.
That sounds
That's
like
not-
Kane's grandmother. I met her
It-
once. She's a very nasty woman.
I will not let you slander my grandma like this. Any other family member, sure. Grandma's untouchable.
Grandma is untouchable.
Talking about your third grandma that you don't talk about.
Oh,
one
the
that
third one. Oh.
lives in Ireland.
Yeah, Kane, the one you locked up in the bell tower.
Oh, the basement bog, grandma.
Basement boy.
There's a bog down in the basement, and we're like, this is where this demonic fucking grandma belongs.
We all got one.
Without
Yeah,
ever
no, I
really
got
knowing
one.
why.
Yeah, you can say, oh, I don't have a basement. Yes, you do. Check your nearest bog. That's your basement.
Oh, here's the thing, my basement bog grandma actually is kept in a Turkish prison.
Hey Siri, where is the local bog?
There's no one in your Find My List.
Oh.
No, you don't have
Right?
your local
Yeah.
bog saved to your contacts list.
No.
How do you make it as an adult?
I don't
How do you
know.
how do you do your taxes if you don't know where your local bog
Every
is by
fucking-
phone number?
Every fucking tax season.
I
All my
keep
parents do is
I keep
go to
my bog
play in the
grandma
bog.
in India, over in like New Delhi. She's like
way.
under the trash
My
in the
man.
river.
Out of the trash.
She's in the Ganges
Grandma,
River.
fucking dude, grandmas need sunlight to grow.
Yeah.
We
Otherwise,
don't want her to grow.
they wilter and shrink, and when they do that, they start making a putrid
That's
smell.
fucking
They,
funny.
When people
They smell
notice
like-
and then the whole world
smell like
learns about
death
the truth
and,
about
like,
bog
have you ever
grandmas.
walked into like a meth head's house and it just smelled of nicotine, cat
Yeah,
urine, and like rotten food? Yeah, that's what happens when grandmas don't get sunlight. They start smelling like that.
You know very different people than what I know.
Hey, if by chance this is a wild what if the Pale Pals ever did get their Arctic research base and we all like released a gas into the station and went fucking apeshit and started killing each other, would the cold climate preserve our bodies?
If we
Like
ran
the thing.
outside, yes, but I would prefer that our indoor accommodations are climate controlled, and so no. If we were inside, we would not be preserved, and we would
Yeah,
have to be
but, like-
inside because if we were outside, then the gas couldn't get us.
Yeah.
Unless we made so much of it that we punched another hole through the ozone layer.
Yeah, but like, what if like one of us went fucking like Chili, for example, like broke the generators because he was fucking pissed.
Chili
Something, I don't know.
Chili is acting
That's
kind
really
of
a cool
sus.
thing to do. Chili is kind of sus. I saw him like slip into the vent, like crack his ribs, and like slip in
No.
there.
Yeah, you
Like,
think this is an Among Us reference? No, it was horrific. We heard bones shattering, like he had a rib sticking out, and he started throwing like tear gas into the
I
vents.
would never be the same after I saw that.
I
That
am
was an
mentally
insult to
and
this
physically
community
scarred.
forever.
It still haunts my dreams to this day.
Like
I've never slept since then. I have gone over 3 months without sleep.
I
because of this.
am scarred from the chilly weather advisory incident of May.
Sounds rough.
I've been quite jittery this whole voice call because I just reloaded it. I just saw like a little. I looked in the corner of my room and I saw the vent, and
I look in the corner of my room and I still see Chili. He's making weird, vague threats at me. I
Feed me to the grubs. I'm tired of it.
I genuinely can't tell if he's
real.
real.
See things that weren't real. Terrible things.
Speaking of things in the corner that you can't tell are real or not, do you guys have any ghost stories? Because historically, it is like
once when I was really young, a Nintendo 64 controller jumped out of a chair in the middle of the night, and I still don't know why.
Did Mario jump out of the controller and say "Wahoo"?
No,
Dude,
no. If
you were the
only.
kid that got milk commercial.
What?
You were the kid that got milk commercial where he's in Wet Dry World and then he comes out of the TV and drinks milk and gets a pig.
No, that was not
You
me.
know, on a related tangent, we can get back to the ghost stories because I have a related tangent about that too.
I actually do have one ghost story.
Go ahead, Travis. Tree Frog.
What? No, I don't have anything to say.
Yeah. So
that was me.
I kind of want the '90s culture back. I hate like the typical marketing scheme that it is nowadays. Like new Dawn Power Wash, wash your dishes. Try now. I hate that.
Yeah,
like
I think it's always been that way, man. It's been that way since like the '80s.
Some things
even before that.
Well, I mean,
but if you look at the Hey You Pikachu commercial, we want shit like that.
Yeah, I want to go back to the days of the '90s where like commercials were less about convincing you to buy a product and more about assaulting your senses. Like
Yeah,
I don't
more like a different kind of capitalism.
when I go into McDonald's, I don't want to order an apple fritter at the McCafe, okay? I want to go in there, inject my veins full of grease, and watch as Grimace stares me in the eyes while he's eating a child from the ball pit.
Dude, you can fucking slurp the syrup straight from the soda machines.
I want to go back to the day where they put, like, copious amounts of taurine and just regular sodas, and you could get wired for days and just, like, rock out on, like, the fever dream that was Super Mario World.
I'm back.
That is a pretty rad dream.
I
If
want to.
if only our culture nowadays wasn't so.
Yeah, but now it's
dated.
so very, like, ooh, we're very professional, we're very adult and mature.
We've had a discussion about this several times. We are too professional ourselves. Like, we need to stop.
Okay, but, like...
We're currently in the Tony Tunnel, my boy.
Yeah, we are... This stream is happening in the Tony Tunnel. We renamed our general chat to Butt.
I think we're slowly losing the professionalism.
In terms of professionalism, right now, the Tony Tunnel is in the skunk channel category, okay? I don't know what you mean by professionalism, but I personally enjoy my experiences when they assault my senses. I don't want... I mean, I like it when things are calm and reserved if I'm trying to chill, but like, my ADD ass...
Jay, come here.
If I'm wired, I want my art to, like, drag me into an alley and give me a pummeling. Like, I don't want to feel like, ooh, it's so refined. No, I want to feel it. I want to feel it when I go to McDonald's, right? I don't want to think, ooh, this is a nice place where I can drink a coffee and work on my homework. No, I want to feel like I'm going to drown in the ball pit. I'm going to go down the slide and never see my family
basically
again.
Like wanting that kind of like raunchy attitude from the 2000s.
Yeah,
Because I mean, like the whole reason this happened was, I would say like, not the whole
9/11.
reason, but like a huge part of it is like Super Size Me and like the shift towards
Yeah, Super Size Me, and then
so what companies did is they essentially like they changed their branding. Essentially, it's like, hey guys, we're healthy, but they're
we're
not.
healthy.
Just,
we're
they
good
do
for
this
you.
to look healthy.
We're mature. But no, I don't.
no.
I want to know what I'm putting into my body because I don't care. I'm an adult. I can choose what's going into my body. I should feel like Chuck E. Cheese is gonna come out in a costume and start just bapping kids around in a little kid casino. Okay, we don't have that anymore. They went out of business.
Hello, pink chicken nugget hose. Do I want to know what's in you? No.
I want game ads that aren't like play new Kirby Dream Stars. I want the game ads from the magazines in 1994 that are like, this Duke Nukem game will kill you if you play it.
Oh my god! I have some like advertisements saved from like '90s PC games. There's one that was for Strife that was like to make like a testicle smoothie or something. And Strife is an FPS RPG.
Yeah,
that like prides itself on like its intellectual take on the Doom engine.
Yeah, I miss. I miss the days when Bill Gates.
I did not see this. I know about Strife though.
When Bill Gates would come out and announce Doom was finally available for Windows, and he would green screen himself in front of a Doom level, wearing a trench coat and wielding a shotgun.
Strife testicle smoothie.
You wouldn't see Bill Gates with a gun nowadays.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, no. Okay, but I will also say that another reason is that the McDonald's no longer does all this unhealthy shit is because of 9/11.
I mean, yeah, after 9/11, there was like a cultural shift where people were like, I think we need to take life more seriously. And I'm like, no.
I was just joking about it. I wasn't trying to be.
Can you imagine? On a quick side note, can you imagine like Microsoft? There's an interview with Microsoft, and they're like, "Well, you know, Bill, what makes your company better than Apple?" And he's like, "I have a gun."
See, I want that. I want that. Not because I think guns are cool, just because it's inherently ridiculous. They aren't trying to play to this vibe that like they're being safe as possible. They're being corporate. No, I want to feel like at any moment I could walk into a Walmart and die.
That is the current world you live in, Kane.
I want the companies to embrace it though.
Yeah, I want
visionaries, Kane.
I want to feel it. Like I don't want to experience it. I want to feel it. Do you know what I mean? I want to know that I could die. I don't want that hidden from me.
I want to feel the visceral terror I felt when I was 5 years old and I saw the Freddy Krueger animatronic outside Spencer's Gift.
I want to go back to when I was like 8 years old and we're on the merry-go-round at the park and kids are just flying off left and right. I mean, I get protecting the kids is important, but I want to feel that like on an emotional level. That's the vibe I want to go for. Is that like
when I was a kid, we used to play this game. We called it Safety in Numbers. Like nobody knows why we called it that. But we all just got on. There was like the spiraling corkscrew slide, and we would all just pile onto that and just like squish each other down in this giant traffic jam of people, just slowly sliding down as we were squished by each other.
The teachers had to get the lunch ladies to slide you guys up with butter
yelling like Safety in Numbers as we jump on.
Okay, so I'm from Wyoming, so this is gonna sound really fucking weird to people who are not from Wyoming. But like I said, I'm like super ADD. I was super ADD when I was a kid, even worse than I am now. But I went to this therapy program that was supposed to like help you, and the basis was you got to work with horses. And essentially, what it was basically this old woman basically just used us as slave labor to take care of her horses, and then sometimes had some vague lesson about God thrown in there.
Awful.
No, I know who you're talking about, Kane. Like horse therapy is like really big, but like
don't talk there.
I don't know. I was actually there once because my sister needed it for some reason. I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember why.
I was
No, she
down.
was there for some weird Jesus camp. I can't
I
remember.
don't know if you guys have this, but in Texas, our Walmarts sell guns.
Yeah,
yeah,
our
yeah.
all Walmart sell guns.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
okay.
Wyoming.
Yeah,
our
that's a
Walmart
that's an
sells guns.
that's a Walmart thing.
That's an interesting Walmart corner.
You
Right
can
next to
buy
the
like
toy section
groceries
where
in
I'm
a
at.
block.
Yeah, it's always right next to the toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Because guns
Thus
are toys,
saying that
man.
guns are in fact toys. They are not guns. They are toys.
Like
So
you
kids,
go
you should go and play with guns.
Yeah.
you go way north, you get like the TVs, electronics. Go west a bit. Oh, there's the toys. Go west a little more. Oh, there's all the guns.
I feel
Oh
like we
yeah,
need a
see, in
master
our Walmart,
geography of
it's
the
to the
average
east.
Walmart.
Yeah, I was thinking it's to the east in my Walmart too.
Every Walmart is just a shell, like a cookie cutter version of another Walmart. See, why can't corporations accept the idea that each town should have an individual vibe? Like they have to present the same image. Like in Sedona, Arizona, they have the only McDonald's with a teal colored big M, yellow arches, right? They're teal there because the city of Sedona is like, hey, you need to fit in with like the vibe here. And McDonald's was like, okay. And so they changed up their entire scheme. And I think that's really cool. Why does every
That is really
McDonald's
awesome.
have to look the same?
Okay, so for where we live in Wyoming, all the McDonald's should have a bad meth problem and have
Horses, cowboys. It's Wyoming. I've
well,
never
yeah.
been to that place.
and
I'm
have
a
like
big
your
studio
slightly
boy in
racist
LA.
uncle from your ranch serving you your burger while he discusses about how
Yeah.
California is the root of all problems in America.
Yeah.
California is a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you don't got the do-re-mi.
I'm
What do you got
not
for
gonna
me?
lie, I don't want to live in LA. LA seems
Me
kind of like
neither.
a little bit of a
I don't want to be in
cesspit.
California. It's too expensive.
California
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
really cool to visit, but damn, it sucks.
It's
Yeah,
like
fucking ass.
it's cool to visit. It sucks to live in.
Yeah.
This is why I fully support the Pale Pala's Arctic Research Base.
We're gonna go live.
As long as we can get good internet down in the Arctic Research Base, I'm down.
Genuinely.
We should
too.
invent 6G down in the Arctic.
6G is gonna be out by then. We gotta make like 13G.
13G.
We gotta
No,
like we gotta beat them.
We
have
need
to
to
make
skip ahead to like
100G.
27. We need to be ahead of the game. We really
Yeah.
need. By the
Fucking
time the Pale
future-proof.
Pals gets an Arctic research facility, we just need to be full bad shit.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
will
need to be time cube slobbering on the walls, crazy.
I will have cosmetically
We need to
modified
start
myself to look like a
cults.
Fallout ghoul by then.
Every internal memo is like built with a one-time pad cipher, so they're not crackable to the outside public.
Yeah.
But kind of rearing back onto one topic, a tangent. I was talking about the horse therapy because while we were there, we would have some off time after we were done taking care of the horses. And one of our therapy activities was to invent a new sport. And so we got some
Ooh.
sporting equipment. We had some like plastic baseball bats, a soccer ball, and some soccer goals. And we're like, you know what? We're going to combine baseball and soccer ball. It's the rules of soccer, but instead of your feet, you got to use the bat.
That's kind of cool.
We called it
That just
violent
sounds-
ball because of how aggressive it would get.
Yeah.
That just sounds like
does
field
sound
hockey, but
very-
with more steps.
It was a lot of fun
It
though.
is.
It's kind of like it was kind of like cricket in a way. Kind of like
It does. I agree with Baron that it sounds like hockey with more steps.
It just sounds like field hockey.
That
Well-
legitimately is. Even the name Violent Ball.
yeah, it was kind of hockey without
I will
ice.
say though that field hockey is fucking pansy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, we were playing in an indoor area with like a beach ball, so like that thing could go anywhere. Like with field hockey, it's kind of expected to stay somewhat on the ground. Like in violent ball, people and balls would just fly everywhere.
I'm
There-
sorry, I
it was-
fucking love Violent Ball.
You're total anarchy.
That sounds like it'd be a wicked video game. Violent Ball.
It's kind of like a Mario Strikers kind of deal.
Yeah. God. Mario Strikers is fucking surprisingly violent.
It
Even the first
is.
one.
The only time I ever played Mario Strikers was back when. Did you ever visit a hotel when you were a kid, and like they had like the
Yeah.
video game
Yes.
demos?
I did.
That
I never got to play those. Sadly, I recall seeing them though.
I got my grandparents to let me rent Mario Strikers, and I played 2 rounds. I thought, oh yeah, this is soccer. I'm not good at soccer, and then I didn't touch it again, and they paid like $40 for it.
I played it on stream, and I kept like fucking tackling Peach into the electrified gate around the field. It was like genuinely distressing.
I forgot
would
about
also
that
like
level of
to-
violence.
There is a huge milestone that we completely forgot about as the Pale. The fact that Imp was the top Billy and Mandy streamer
yes, I
for
was.
2 days in a row.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like that
Imp
was something
Imp
we
was
should
the
pull up
number
here.
1 Billy and Mandy streamer in the world for 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
that is
was
something
Lord.
that we...
Lord of the game. Lord of the game, I mean. Also, we're at 47 subscribers. I just had the info.
Yeah, we keep fluctuating between 46 and 48. What should we do for 50 subs? Something special, clearly. I will eat. For every 50 subs, I will eat 1 key off of my keyboard.
That's fucking wicked.
And how many keys are on this keyboard? A lot. It's like a gaming keyboard. It's actually my dad's. Oh well.
He'll understand.
Yeah, it's for the content, Dad. You get it.
I mean, last time I checked our subscribers, we were at like 40. So
yeah, we're at like
47,
47. I mean, it's all stonks from here, boys.
Yeah, it's going up for the most part.
There are people who actually somewhat give a shit about what we do, and maybe it's just us, and like one of us has 40 different accounts, but like at least we care.
With my personal account.
I also subscribe with my personal account. Wow, we really are inflating ourselves.
We need to in this fucking harsh YouTube
Yeah,
climate.
in this industry, in this economy, in these hard times.
Sometimes you gotta grab those numbers by the balls.
In this content recession.
This is the COVID-19 pandemic. We need funny video game playing to entertain us.
We
from the distractions in our life.
need to make money so we don't have to work real jobs. That's the motivation.
That's the heart.
That's the heart and soul of the
Fuck
Pale of
it,
Palace.
Joker.
Is ultimately
I don't want to be
laziness.
in the rat race.
I
I
was
found-
in Christianity.
I found the picture.
The testicle smoothie?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be safe to put in
Let
the
me get
video?
it.
To put in what?
Put in the video that we're recording right now.
I
Right
don't
now.
know. I mean, it's got a brain and stuff.
That's education.
When you say
Show me.
brain, is it like a Dr. Gooey candy brain kind of deal, or is it like somebody's actual brain like smeared across a highway? Because they are
Here,
very
I'll
different
just-
vibes.
I'll just send it
Is
to
it-
you and you can judge.
Is this medical diagram or Dawn of the Black Hearts?
I've just been watching cooking videos while we were talking.
Why are you watching cooking videos? What are you gonna do? Cook us some better content?
Get fucked.
I'm
So
gonna
this is the
cook your
person who can't
liver
edit
with
any
a
of his
side of
content.
fava beans if you're not careful.
Oh, Matt is threatening to give himself brain leeches for the sake of social
For the sake of
justice.
funnies.
He-
I fucking hate when the imposter is sus.
I love when the imposter is sus. and I
Matt's slowly turning insane. In
Yeah,
3
right.
weeks, he'll have gone full Wendigo.
get full fucking
I have
Wendigo.
eaten human flesh. The transformation has began.
The transformation will be painful.
Dear players, if I wasn't supposed to kill your PCs, why were they so easy to kill?
Why were they so easy to kill? Hey, Baron.
Mm-hmm.
So you're running a new campaign of Dungeons and Dragons, and it's filled with some of the most evil PCs to ever grace the Dungeons and Dragons world.
I think that's probably not true because there's probably some neckbeards that literally played a group of fucking Hitlers.
I mean, that is
That is
true.
probably true.
However, my life goal in this campaign is to literally block out the sun so people are forced to buy my coal. So I would say
wait.
that's pretty evil. Hitler never
Wait.
tried to block out the sun.
Are you basically the CEO of what was that one game that kind of had like the same art style as Don't Starve, and you had to like buy
Nestle?
things No, you had to buy things. My Little Inferno.
Oh, I love My Little Inferno.
You're basically the CEO from My Little Inferno.
Yeah, essentially, I'm blocking out the sun to fuel my coal empire and be extraordinarily rich. But my question, Baron, ultimately, is how much murder hoboing are you going to allow? Because I think us D&D players have put up with, graciously accepting the story for so long. How far are you going to let us just kill without consequence?
I think that there are going to be some parts where you kill a fucking nobody and nobody's going to give a shit, but if you kill like someone of high nature, then there are going to be consequences.
Baron, I am of high nature. I'm the richest man in town.
Yeah, but if you kill the fucking mayor, then of course the fucking police are going to be after you.
Not if I buy them out. Have you ever heard of Al Capone?
Have you ever heard of Nestle?
Okay, I will say if you're going to do something like that, then you're going to have to roll a very high persuasion check depending on what level you are.
I'll have all of the party give me, like, inspiration, and I'll be a tiefling, so I can just roll it again. And I will
fucked up.
I'll abuse the hell out of this and corrupt the cops and become fucking unstoppable. Buy out the police force from under the mayor.
There is going to be some limits to it, considering that you guys are actually contractually obliged by the company that you work for.
Company? I own my own company. I own a coal empire.
Well, no, you're also hello, Milky. Welcome to our almost 5 in the morning podcast.
To the podcast.
Milky's here?
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
It just arrived. It's actually
thing
it's
didn't update.
5:48 here in Texas. So.
Yeah, but in
The
Wyoming,
same
it's
time here for
4:48.
me.
God, I sure do love staying up late past my bedtime.
What the fuck? It's 4 a.m.
We were all tired and we were vibing, so we all.
I just posted to my favorite advertisements for Quake in the gaming channel. There was another one somewhere. I don't know.
These I gotta see.
Where?
Listen, I was having a very nice dream that Disney added Pixie Hollow back to their site. And I was vibing and I was playing Disney's Pixie Hollow.
And then you woke up and realized it isn't real.
Yeah. Or did you guys ever play the comic making thing where you made comics?
Did you ever play Neopets: The Darkest Fairy for PlayStation 2?
I played or my sister played that and I watched her.
And I legitimately own that to this day.
I also own it to this day. I want to replay it someday.
I tried replaying it and I played it for half an hour and then I stopped and I played SpongeBob instead.
I played Moshi Monsters.
Get out of here.
It was actually really good. I got pretty far, and then they were like shutting down, and I was like, "What
This
the
is
fuck?"
This is a Neopet server.
Your mom's a Neopet.
Can I discuss how Neopets has a botting problem in the year 2020?
Every old game has like a botting problem. Why would you even bot Neopets? Like, what is the...
I know.
What is there to gain? Like, if you're gonna bot a game, say like TF2, like you get the satisfaction of being a troll and like pissing off other players. But like Neopets is just like a single player farming experience. Like, what are you gonna do? Sell your Neopets fucking Bitcoin?
Gotta get that frame perfect click on the wheel of monotony, my dude.
I don't understand people. Like, I understand cheating at like single player games. Like, I get that. But like, why would you write an entire bot to cheat? Just like,
yeah, like multiple accounts, all like refreshing a page, and like if they see a certain item, they get it immediately. Is some. I'm like taking a specific example right now that you guys don't get because you guys aren't Neopets experts. Like
okay.
Okay,
But I know there's a lot of stuff like that in Neopets.
Yeah. There's a fucking soup kitchen. There's poverty in Neopets. There's economical inflation in Neopets.
I'm gonna go upstairs and get some Advil for my jaw. I'll be back.
That's a good idea.
He's getting Advil for a job.
No,
Yeah.
my jaw still hurts from having my wisdom teeth removed, so I'm gonna go get some Advil.
You're getting an anvil for your job. What are you, blacksmith? Are you a blacksmith?
I'm going to murder your fucking character.
I've thought if we ever do get a pale house, I might, if I need like a hobby to pick up, I might try blacksmithing. I think
Yeah,
it'd be
just
cool.
do it in the living room while we're like trying to watch a movie, and you're stoking the fireplace, trying to forge a steel sword. We're all like throwing popcorn at you, trying to get you to fucking stop.
the phone, but no, I do it outside. I do it like away from you guys, so I could like jam to my music, my fucked up weirdo music. And you're not gonna be like throwing popcorn kernels at me and like stinking up the whole damn joint.
The neighbors are gonna get tired of your tink, 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 and throw your anvil into our pool.
What the fuck are they gonna do? I've folded genuine American steel over.
Yeah,
1,000
they're gonna
times.
sneak over the gate in the night and throw all your blacksmithing supplies into their pool.
Well,
never to
guess
be
what?
seen
I
again.
already built it. I already built a tower over my kiln, and I have a crossbow that I just built, and I'm ready to defend.
Okay, so
my
now you're
home.
willing to kill the neighbors.
Yeah, you should always be willing to kill the neighbors. What are you talking about?
Okay, I grabbed the entire Advil bottle just in case.
Baron,
That's a
Baron,
Advil.
I know things are dark during these trying times, but please,
Baron, we're here for you.
The fuck
Baron,
are you
if you
talking about?
just say the word, and I will send you so many unsolicited pictures of my penis. Okay, just say the word.
Baron, all you need to do is go in bot
But if I
commands and
say
type
the
in
word, then that
exclamation
means
mark
it is
ass.
solicited.
I like how our
He
solution
actually
to
has a point
saving
there.
Baron's soul is sexual harassment.
You're doomed, Baron. You're doomed.
Baron, there are things worth living for, like these nuts.
Got it.
Ah, got it.
This is stupid.
I
love it.
could not imagine Hammercookie working at like a suicide prevention hotline, because like
What's this shit?
once I got jaded, because like at first I would be like super emotional about it, like, and like try my absolute hardest, but once I got jaded, just like that little like call of the void you get in the back of your mind that
Oh
tells you to
God,
do
yeah.
dumb shit. Oh my god, the creep on that would be like so unnerving. I would actually feel like I'm going insane because I would want to just say something super stupid because my monkey brain would no longer understand that there's a life in my hands. I just think I'm on a phone call with somebody and I think, funny.
This is Taco Bell.
Oh my god. Yeah. This is why I want to do this as my job, because as soon as I stop taking a real job seriously, I think, time to add the Hammercookie twist, and things end up going to chaos. And here that's accepted. But in any like serious industry in which I'm required to do things professionally and succinctly, I couldn't do that. Just because I would get like the funny haha shitty giggles.
Yeah, I really love that all the pals seem to have a collective theme of like chaos reigns, but we all have a very different approach to it.
Yeah. Just like anything goes kind of anarchy. Like you were talking about, my sense of humor is basically you could just like go do what you want. Like there are consequences, sure.
You could be the tooth maniac of fucking Milwaukee.
Yeah, you could do that. You could just walk up to a child and pick it up and like throw it in a creek. Like it's light enough, you could do that. Would somebody try and stop you? I mean, it's possible. Somebody could try and stop you, and many people would think you are morally incorrect for doing so. However, that doesn't unthrow the child.
That is so
Like, you ever think about that? Like, I could just go outside right now and just start shoveling dirt into my mouth. Nobody would stop me. Nobody would stop
Apparently,
me.
my kids do it at the daycares and stuff. My sister worked at a daycare, and
What?
it's a big problem.
They just wait a second. Break from the pal talk. You had children in your fucking state eating dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I ate wood chips as a child.
Okay, we're fucking doomed as a species.
Yeah, I ate the sidewalk salt because I'm pretty sure I was iodine deficient.
Oh shit. At least you had a health reason for it.
Yeah.
I always ate the funny blue salt that they put on the ice to make it melt.
Yeah, I found out there are two different kinds of salt. They use pure salt sometimes, and that's a good salt. But sometimes they use chemically treated salt, and that tasted like nasty, like sewer water.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. That made me feel bad. It was super, bitter. And I think they specifically added a bittering agent for little pissheads like me.
Ooh, sprinkle.
Now that I think about it, it tastes almost exactly like the bitterant they used on, Switch cartridges.
Kane.
And receipts, apparently.
Wait, what? Receipts?
Yeah, they put a bittering agent on receipts.
Next
It's
time I go
waxed
grocery
onto the
shopping, I'm
paper.
gonna fucking lick my receipt.
Yeah, normal paper is pretty flavorless, but if you try and eat a receipt, yeah, I ate paper as a kid too. It started out
too.
It started out as a little tick where I would pull off a tiny little square off the corner of my paper and stick it in my mouth and go.
I ate a whole flashcard over the relationship of one of my exes.
Yeah, and by about halfway through
in front of him.
Yeah, and then halfway through that school year, I was tearing out half of a notebook page and just shoving that shit in my mouth in the middle of class, and nobody thought anything of it.
Welcome to middle school.
It happens.
Kane, speaking of, I've been thinking a lot of a story that I had that I don't know. I may have told you about it when it happened. When we were in middle school together, we were all filing in. It was winter. The floors were fucking slick as shit. There was a wet floor sign positioned right in front of the doorway. And I see this kid takes a little wind up and fucking boots it. And in that motion, he fucking falls flat on his ass. And I laughed. I busted my fucking gut at it. That was instant karma in its purest form. That's a memory that's
Do you remember that time in 8th grade when we somehow fucked up the lunch schedule that we've been operating on for half of a year now? And we ended up eating with the 7th graders instead, and we felt like big doofuses trying to play incognito.
I think I do. I think I do remember that, actually.
Yeah, that was back before, I found, the friend circle that I ended up being in high school. When it was just you and me in the trenches roughing it out.
Yeah. Fucking talking about Iron Maiden or whatever in the halls.
Yeah, I had gotten you into Sabaton at the time. That was the only thing I listened to religiously was Sabaton in 8th grade. And now I listen to them so much that I can barely stand their music. Not because it's bad music. It is still functionally great music. It's just like mac and cheese. I had it so much as a kid that now I can't stand it.
Yeah. I mean, during that time, that was when I was actually really getting into music in general. Before then, I hadn't really listened to much.
Yeah, same.
Pink Floyd albums and shit. But Pink Floyd's still fucking great. But that was great. I don't know where I was going.
Before I got into 8th grade, my only exposure to music was through professional wrestling, because that was the first time I saw something and it truly captivated me in some way, because I was a scrawny little tiny baby kid and I saw these big ass macho fucking 6'4" refrigerators clotheslining each other. I'm like, this speaks to me. This is what my soul desires.
I never really had experiences like that. I've always been a weirdo kid who's been on the internet his whole life. So I didn't get traditional media. I got to like look up creepypastas and Vocaloid music and shit. I come from a different world there.
Yeah, I actually got into professional
I come
wrestling.
from the cyber world.
The cyber world. Hatsune Miku is coming.
She's coming and she's gonna take my fucking voice box out and add it to her own.
Add it to her library.
My voices grow ever deeper.
But yeah, I actually got into professional wrestling completely on accident. I was looking to like hang out with my dad and watch something, and I found an Undertaker DVD, and I'm like, huh, you know, I've heard of this guy. I think I'm gonna try this. And then
I know that man.
I know that man. There's a toy of him in the bathroom next to the bathtub.
You always made him splash in the soapy bubble.
I always drowned the Undertaker.
That is true. Holy shit!
I'm not the one that put him. I'm not the one that put him in the bathtub toy bin. That was my little brother. But ever since then, oh boy, he was fair game.
Yeah, that he was.
And so I found this Undertaker DVD, and I'm like, and you know, back early in his career, he like legitimately acted invincible. And me being the scrawny little tiny kid who was scared of the world, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. And so I actually super got into like religiously, like that was my identity. Like I listened to music from wrestling on the way to school to like try and hype me up. And like it actually ended up like you caught me kind of in that stage where all I wanted to do was like spear people on the playground and prove how macho I was.
And then you fucking made your nose all crooked.
Yeah, I learned my lessons, but you know, in total, it's been a net positive in my life because that like it convinced me to like hit the gym, and actually once I started hitting the gym, I also started like considering my health. Wow. And you know from those experiences, I actually learned how to build confidence in the moment, and ever since then, I've been a raging narcissist who can't be shut off.
Yeah. Ever since then, you were a complete sociopath who made us sign our souls away for a startup YouTube channel.
Hey, I made the contract very friendly. I think you'll find. Now smile and wave for the camera, imp.
Found out that Chris Farley was supposed to
be Shrek.
Oh yeah, he was.
You just found out about that?
No.
He had like 80% of his lines done, and then he like died of an overdose.
That's super sad, but I don't think
Can I
it would
just
have been
say
as memorable if it was Chris Farley. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, honestly.
What?
If anyone, can I just say to the audience, because nobody's gonna watch through this fucking thing. If you want to know what MZ looked like, what MZ looks like, the fucking artist for a comic, my comic, just look up Chris Farley. It is like 1-to-1. It's scary.
MZ looks like Chris Farley?
Like almost exactly, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, for people who don't know about the roomies, MZ also did the design for Pale Pals logo, which we might be changing because there's a toy company called Pale Pals.
I don't know. I might fucking...
Let's sue them out of oblivion before they get the chance to do it to us. Yeah.
They stole us.
First strike.
Dude.
It's a kill or be killed world now, isn't it?
We should reach out to Toy Toys for our fucking products, for our merchandise.
Yeah, for our merchandise.
Do you guys know about Toy?
No.
They made Sam the Dancing Matzo Man.
Oh, I think they sound like a toy company. There goes my idea for a Hammercookie box cutter.
Hey, we could still reach out.
Perhaps. I mean, there is no harm in reaching out.
I want to see if I can actually contact Toy.
Yeah, that's another interesting lesson I learned through like my chaos of life philosophy is that you could really just go do anything. Like, if you want to accomplish something, just shoot an email to the people in the know-how, and the worst they're going to do is tell you, like, no, we're not going to do that. Please stop wasting our time.
Yeah.
Like, you could just move on.
This is awesome. Oh my god, I just realized for $27 for like $30 with shipping. I could send Kane his own personalized matzo man
Ooh.
with his name on the chef's hat. I'm gonna post Sam the dancing matzo man somewhere today.
I love the typing noises. This is an ASMR kind of
Yeah,
podcast
dude.
now.
I love writing with this keyboard. I love the sound of it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the sounds of the keyboards, but I don't like typing on them because I feel like my slim little fingers don't always depress the keys all the way.
I always type like viciously and angrily. You guys have heard it.
Yeah, I am a very gingerly typer. I've got secretary hands.
Secretary hands.
My job, like, I am born and bred to work in an office to, for the most part, be on my ass all day with occasional standing up and walking around breaks.
Yeah, get the fucking water cooler.
Yeah, I am built for the corporate world, which is
6 a.m.
Which is why I'm
It is
I'm the
6
business side of the Pale of Pals, so that everybody else can focus on their content while I make all the phone calls.
Yeah. You don't want any of these fucking psychos making the phone calls.
Like you could call up like a comics distributor and just be like, and we would never hear from them again.
Oh my fucking god!
Or I could call them and they never hear from me.
Oh my god! I really could just call them like fucking Microsoft support. Pull a fucking Wild Thornberry up.
Yeah, that's the thing you could do. You could call Microsoft support and completely waste their time thinking it's funny. You could do that. Will they punish you? Probably not for the first time you did it.
Exactly.
Eventually, they'll
You could
send
just get away
netrunners after
scot-free.
you. They'll fry your fucking brain, man. They'll hack into your computer and link to your neural interface, and boom, your brains are all over the computer screen.
Your brains are all over the internet.
Matt?
Any rando to download.
Matt, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. What, in your best estimation, does it look like in the year 2045?
Fucking the same thing, but like more awful. Literally, like, okay, we are literally probably not gonna have cybernetics, AI, any of that cool shit for like another 100, maybe 200 years. Realistically, not gonna have our fucking smart streets, not gonna have our fucking gigantic mega cities. I mean, maybe it's for the best, maybe it's not. But like, if we do ever get that technology, that ain't happening like anytime fucking soon. Like, I don't know why people think, you know, like, oh, we'll have this shit in the next 50 years. They always say that, it never fucking happens.
What
You
if-
know, maybe I'll be wrong in like 50 years. Maybe people will be like, this didn't age well. Whatever, fuck you.
How big is the iPhone 40 gonna be? Like, they keep making the screen bigger. and,
I
like,
feel
think
like
it's just gonna
I
be
feel like
in
by the
brain, you know,
time
or-
they hit 15, they're gonna start naming it like actual names, like iPhone Wanda.
Like, I feel like eventually you won't even need an iPhone because, I mean, everything will just be linked up to your neural interface. I mean,
Everything will be
that's what
thrown
would be
at your
cool.
face by like giant billboards that specifically beam holograms into your retinas.
I mean, can you imagine just like being able to scan a crime scene and then boom, like I have cybernetics that
Can
just
you,
tell me, like how the person was killed, like where, what, like exactly, like they could like technology built into your like your optics, right? That essentially just shows you the crime scene. That shit would be cool.
Can you imagine getting a cybernetic dog, and like it is programmed to shit on your floor?
That's so stupid.
They made that. They made that as a toy.
That's truly the dark future, man.
So I feel like everyone from our generation, like we're like 75 years old during like the time of, you know, like cyberpunk.
The Dark Ages Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
And
We will be the old wise ones with the knowledge of the lives past. It is up to the younger generations to record whatever random nonsense we vaguely picked up during this time period, because that's their only hope of accelerating their pace towards the Bronze Age.
I don't know what information we'll provide. We just talked about calling Microsoft support, pulling
Look for Bill Gates.
give me guidance.
Cyberpunk
So-
future sounds really cool on paper, but like in
does.
practice,
Yeah,
this
but
shit
like in
sucks.
practice, like
That
you have
shit
to think
sucks
about all of
dick.
the atrocities that have to happen for us to get there.
The thing is, you
Yeah.
got no. Think of it like this, right? You don't get to choose a lot of the products you consume.
Yeah.
The market gets so free that essentially, like, it destroys itself. Think of it like this, right?
Anarcho-capitalist.
So two companies are fighting over certain grain control, right?
Okay, we're getting
I'm
into
not saying this will
economics.
happen.
This is
I'm
my
not saying this
specialty,
will
Matt.
happen,
You
but,
better
like,
you better be
this
careful
is-
what you say. I studied this. This is my degree.
Two companies get into, like, two fucking disgusting, corrupt agriculture companies get into essentially like a rush to get a monopoly on this one type of crop, right?
Yeah.
Well, then
So-
one of them's just gonna fucking poison the other's crop supply just so that way they have the most crop.
Exactly, created a fucking. Basically, it becomes so malicious that they harm their own products to get rid of the competitor. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
that-
It's
that-
so cutthroat.
That is
and
That's
actually
an
happening.
actual.
the
That's an
consumer
actual business
ultimately.
strategy.
Yeah,
that's
like what's
literally
happening now.
fucking. That's disgusting, and it's like that's why it's like there needs to be regulations on that because that can become really dangerous to you and me, like the regular working person.
The thing is like with regulation, that also has to be regulated in a way, because like
yeah,
the
exactly.
the
You can't
government-
just like have regulations like slap it on there.
it's like
It's
the
gotta-
U.S. government back in the 1920s during the Prohibition period, they noticed people were getting alcohol from like isopropyl alcohol, like stuff like what like cleaning alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, right?
Oh god.
People were like synthesizing alcohol out of these like cleaning projects, so they started intentionally adding toxins to dissuade people from using these, but people like actually died from that.
Yeah, the thing is, think about it like this, like, it could, capitalism like that could genuinely, really hurt
Yeah,
food supplies,
generally.
to be honest. I mean, in this future, in like, if say like we're going into like like Cyberpunk 2077, like in that world, like literally the agricultural companies were so cutthroat that they destroyed each other's crops through genetic plague, but it not only spread to their
generally-
crops, but crops worldwide. So it literally like we at this point in history, like we don't have like organic food to eat. Everything is synthesized and not in a good way. It tastes like shit, and like we have kibble and scop, which is synthetic meat and like protein pellets essentially. It's shit. It's terrible.
And anytime you get like a collective of people together and they have intentions of domination or control over another group of people, they will use almost any means to do that.
It's scary, and I don't know how much it kind of happens in like our world. It probably happens, but not like on that scale.
I mean, it
It's
definitely
probably,
used
like,
to.
shady back alley shit, because I'm sure
It
you know,
definitely
I'm
used to.
actually
And there's
not
probably stuff that's going on that we won't know about for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's really scary, man. It's like think about
'Cause, like,
and not
think
to be
about-
conspiracy theorists. Like realistically, I don't think that corporations are obviously trying to hurt consumers at the end of the day. I mean, it's consumers how they make their money. But I think it's like an indirect result of that competition is where the consumer gets caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of capitalism is that it relies on competition in order to remain stable within a market, but
have no
at the
idea
same
how.
time, like
Yeah.
competition implies that there will one day be a winner.
That's but it's like have regulations in place to make sure that that does not hurt the consumer. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, I feel like if you're gonna have that kind of free market capitalism, you need to put regulations in place to protect the consumer. Because like these corps have a lot more power than you would like to believe. And
Yeah,
it's
and they-
kind
they
of
definitely-
scary.
There's definitely a tendency to sort of see customers as almost like prey that they can like.
Yeah,
Exactly,
it's
that's why
it's an
it's like, I
investment
don't like that
opportunity. They want to turn their money
Yeah.
into more money. I kind of thought about a system because some people think it should be free markets. Companies should be able to do what companies feel like they want to do.
Unregulated
Well,
free market will not like fix your problem.
Yeah.
It sounds scary. As
other
shit of
people,
unregulated free
there's the other camp where they think, well, the government should run all business, and I think, well, okay, that's going to take up a lot of resources that frankly could be put, towards governance. So I think what would be interesting is what if we combined the two systems? Like we had state, we had like states. No. We had like state-sponsored companies in industries directly competing with private entities. So like there will always be competition, no matter what.
So
I think there should just be like a set
capitalism.
No, I think there should just be a set of rules in place that are like, hey, don't do this unethical thing to hurt the concept, like that hurts the consumer. Like, I'm for the free market to an extent, not an unregulated free market. That's like a piranha that shits money, but you're still feeding a fucking piranha
I mean,
that
if you
will
look
still
at
eat you.
if you look at the state of how we live in today, it is nowhere close to the capitalism that Adam Smith coined back in 17 whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like
not. This
Adam
shit is
Smith
crazy,
was
man.
talking specifically made it a point to say you should not pay rent with like gold or money because that fluctuates too much. You need something of consistent value. Like he suggested we should all be paying our rent in corn.
Well, that would be pretty sick,
Here's
dude. I
the
would
thing:
like
is that
that.
corn
That
itself
would be.
also fluctuates dependent on the amount of supply there actually is.
And the amount of flavor.
And the amount of buttery goodness.
I like Coca-Cola flavored
Because like complementary goods, that's an interesting economic theory. People will buy less peanut butter if there's a shortage of jelly.
Mm-hmm. I think that. Well, I think that, and this is just me speculating. I think that he was still thinking in the sense of like the transitionary period that was like mercantilism to capitalism, where there was still
this was
a bartering system rather than like direct currency system.
U.S. history is kind of interesting because we adopted this capitalism idea, which really formed only a few years before the American Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Like back then, capitalism was a revolutionary idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think I used to kind of believe that, corporations weren't actively trying to harm me, and I kind of believe that. Still, like, I don't think there's a big
they're
bad, like shady corp out there like, hey, how would I gain
it's not that they
influence and hurt people today, hurt the working man. I don't think that's
they're not like trying to kill you.
Yeah.
It's not. They're not trying to actively hurt you. It's just that once the sale is completed, they just don't care about you.
Like they there's a lot of things where like they can make money, but they could also make more money if they do something else. And it's like, like here with the refineries, like they'll ask for like permits to have more like hydrogen cyanide in the air or whatever, and it's like
I think it's like people that are, I think it's like regular people to an extent, because I don't know, I don't know many rich people actually speak about that. I mean, I sound fucking silly here. I know, I'm very aware, but like I think people kind of paint, CEOs of these gigantic corporations as like evil dudes in a back room.
Yeah, evil geniuses. Yeah.
And it's like, no, the dude, he's just like, he's not.
That's just a guy.
He's just trying to make money, but the way he does it is not always fucking ethical.
Yeah, like he's just a guy in a position of power that people.
I'm not defending these guys when they fuck up, by the way. Absolutely not. We should hold them completely accountable. I just want to paint a realistic image of them. You know what I mean?
think they just don't think enough about like what they're really doing.
Exactly.
We're still. Yeah, our brains are still hardwired from the caveman days.
Yeah, like they aren't made to think about these large-scale impacts of millions of people.
Most people
like almost miracle like that we can do that.
But at the end of the day, evolution stops at good enough. And there are just some things that our brain is incapable of doing, and sometimes that results in like unethical behavior because it is literally human nature to accrue more resources than you already have. Because if you have the same amount of resources that you did yesterday, you know, your brain's thinking about that in terms of like food. Like if we have as much
and you don't have all the people who are suffering from what you're like doing in front of you when you're sitting there in an office.
Yeah,
stuff,
you're thinking
anywhere,
about
really.
your immediate tribe, you know, your friends and family, the people who you surround yourself with interpersonally. Like you're not thinking about Joe Schmo who's buying your products. You've never met the guy.
Shit, I can't fucking remember a quote. It was from some guy. I know, super general. I'm making it so fucking
Some
easy.
guy.
I need to find it.
Confucius.
It was on a fucking
Yeah,
Albert
but also, like,
Einstein.
what the fuck do I know? You know, I'm just some like
Yeah,
dude in my bedroom.
we-
Like I'm no.
We are just
expert on
monkeys
anything.
with the capability of visualizing abstract numbers.
Literally just my uneducated
But,
opinion. Just gonna throw that
and I
out there. I
mean-
don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I haven't talked because I really don't know what what I'd be talking about.
Keynes' degree,
I'm purely
my degree
speculating.
to an extent goes over economics, but Keynes is
Yeah, I'm
basically
the
strictly
business guy.
yeah.
Which
But,
is weird because like once you study business, like that is the most, because like you can be left or right wing economically, right? But after studying business, like I just became so economically centered. It's just like, wow, I'm all opinions. I mean, I'm all like facts now. Like there is no like how it ought to be. It's just human nature for it to be the way that it is, and you know there will always be greed. You know, whenever there's power, that greed will be satiated.
Yeah, but like I've had to study a little bit of business, but it still has not changed my mind economically about certain things because I think that there is a point where it's like it depends on which economics you
Yeah.
study the most, like Keynesian or
Keynesian or classical. I mean, for any economic system to work, and you can get almost any economic system to work, you just have to have every participant be in the system in good faith, and for everyone to understand how it works.
Yes. And I will personally say that's probably why so many people are opposed to socialism because they don't even know the basic definition of socialism.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
they-
kind of become a boogeyman term.
Yeah, it's basically because it's like socialism is when the government does stuff.
Yeah.
Even though that's very much not what socialism
Yeah,
is.
because if you look at like communist countries of capitalism, capitalism is this great evil that's coming to threaten their way of life. You know, it's just everybody has to understand what they're participating in, and everybody has to participate with like the guidelines set in mind. Like this is how it's supposed to work. If everybody plays by the rules, you can get any political or economic system to work. If everybody is on the same page, anything can work. If the theory behind it is sound, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. Can I be honest? It's just like this is the chaos in reality theory at work.
Yeah,
it's just
like
we're not countries. We're just a bunch of fucking people who are all on the same page.
Who are on like vaguely similar pages. That's why authoritarian regimes are so scary, because you get more people on the same exact line of thinking than anything else. Like you get a strong propaganda machine. That's how you get things like genocide. Like if you get everybody on the same page, it works. Whether it works for good or evil doesn't matter. It works.
Can I just say, by the way, over the course of this podcast, I think I've become violently ill. I'm shaking, I'm sweating, and I'm like fucking freezing cold, but I'm hot. I think I'm like contracted the disease.
Oh yeah, you're
somehow.
you're like violently shaking. Yeah, you're sleep deprived.
Could just be tired,
bed.
yeah.
Yeah, go to bed.
That is a good
Yeah,
idea.
I honestly should probably go to bed too.
Do we want to call it a night on this political kind of economic note?
My nose is running
yeah,
too.
it's 6 in the morning, man. It's about to be daylight.
It's
I need to get to bed.
6:30
yeah, Kane,
almost.
it's like it's almost 5:30 for us, so
Okay, I will get these 2 different clips that I accidentally made into 2 different clips slapped together in like a hurry and
Yeah.
like schedule it for upload tomorrow. We should do this more often. This was enlightening.
This was
Yeah, this
fun.
was good, but okay, next time let's like try to keep a focus on the podcast and not like background activities.
Yeah.
Later.
So wait, where did we start off, and how did we end up basically?
We
in the
started
ideal
off
state?
on Ford Pintos, and we ended on the natural state of human existence.
Yes.
The Call of
Which
Duty
is Ford
Warzone.
So, anyways, buy a Ford Pinto at your local Walmart. Goodbye, everybody.
Was that the one that
Goodbye.
explodes?